scare business. Oh yeah. And so it's all fun, We're not trying to uh, push anything on nobody. No, it's just all fun, This is the thing that we do as family sometimes. And it's tis the season. We want to make sure that you guys can create some family memories. Uh, I think I got everything rocking and rolling. All right. Like I said, we got our guests in the house, and let me make sure I got all this stuff started. All right, Omaha, Nebraska, the birds, the bluffs. We got our guests in the house. You know how these stars are, Omaha. You know how these stars are. We're gonna let him introduce himself. Oh yeah, he got his own nouns, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes, and predicates to introduce himself. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. We're gonna get right into the dialogue. So how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Fred Humpal.
So how things going, brother Fred?
It's going good. We're busy, super busy.
Okay. Now, you are the owner of. Now, what's the name of your haunted house?
Hwy2Hell.
Hwy2Hell. Now, did it take you a long time to come up with that name, or is it because it's on I29?
Well, we're actually located right on Highway 2.
Okay.
Right, and that's exit 10 off of I29. So yeah, we pondered a couple of different things, but being that we were located right on Highway 2, it was pretty easy to come up with Hwy2Hell.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all, I think a great name for a haunted house, but you guys got a type of you got a little spirituality involved with your haunted house. So tell us a little bit more about that.
So we are a alternative haunted house, which means that what we got going is more of a theatrical presentation.
Okay.
And the story that we are depicting takes place during the tribulation out of the book of Revelation at the end of the Bible, kind of predicting end days and stuff. So
okay.
Yeah, that's without giving too much away. That's kind of the backdrop of what takes place there.
Okay, well, I've been telling everybody I work for God now, and Mother Nature is his wife, and I believe God's on earth right now. I think this is relevant. Your highway to hell is relevant right now because I believe we are in the last days right now.
It's a little scary what's going on these days, and the really crazy thing about it is the script that I wrote for this. I wrote before all the craziness of 2020 took place.
Oh, so you actually got a script. So this is actually a theatrical experience.
Yeah, so I like to say it's like walk through theater.
Okay.
The guests are coming through and they're walking through different scenes with actors putting on a play all around them and even talking to the crowd as they're going through. So it's definitely different than your traditional haunted house. There's one theme throughout the whole thing. You're not going from a zombie room to a vampire room to, you don't have a bunch of non-correlated things. Everything's one continuous theme, and you get pretty involved with it. So
is this outdoors or indoors?
So we have this is actually on our property that we live. We have two outbuildings that we use, and there's a small outdoor section in between the two. So it's both really, but mostly indoor.
Mostly indoor, but okay, all right, well, cool. So you get a little bit flavor of both. Now, how far away is Dry Time?
It's about 50 minutes from downtown Omaha.
Okay.
45 minutes from Council Bluffs or Bellevue. But it's a really easy drive. Like, you can spend a half hour going across to Omaha.
Yeah,
it's an ugly drive. You got to deal with traffic, stoplights and stuff.
Right.
This is all interstate and highway the whole way. It's easy drive.
Easy drive, and then you create memories. Now, when are you open, and what times are you open?
So we're open Fridays and Saturdays in October. Fridays, I believe, my wife handles this stuff, so forgive me if I'm a little bit off. But I believe first show is at 7 o'clock on Fridays, and last show is 11:30. And then Saturdays, first show is 6:30, and last show is at 11. We end a little bit earlier so people have a little bit easier time going to church on Sunday.
Okay.
Saturday.
So each show is
It's
what length?
Probably 15-20 minutes long, depending on how fast you're walking through and stuff.
Okay.
Kind of depends on the group a little bit, but
Okay, cool. So a theatrical haunted house. So this is a whole different perception. I'm trying to visualize. I got to experience it. You guys got to experience it. Is this? I mean, something unique for this area. You usually the 2-story house and you.
Yeah. Well, Omaha has a number of good haunted houses. There's people bringing a strong haunted game to the area, so we had to be unique first of all, and then second of all, this really came about as a calling that I had to do. So at the end of it, you do have the opportunity to make a decision in your spiritual life. We don't force it on anybody, but there's an opportunity to make a decision if you so choose to. So
okay, cool. Yeah, God everywhere, without a doubt.
For sure.
So what made you go this direction though? Why haunted house? Was it early experience as a child? You had a great experience, or you had terrible experience, and you want to make a better experience?
All right. So, do you want the long story?
We can give us a snippet.
Okay. So, I volunteered at a haunted house in high school. Had a lot of fun. Way down the road, a buddy of mine contacts me about partnering with him for another haunted house here in the area, because I had owned an indoor paintball field and he wanted my paintball experience for this other haunted house. Z Bunker, if anybody's gone to it, it's now changed names and stuff. It's not what it was, but I was a part of that. And there's a section in there where you had a little paintball shoot.
Right.
So in the process of that, I learned a lot about the haunted house business. And then I got the idea, because we had thought about other themes for down the road, opening up other locations. We'd always think about different themes and stuff. So thought crossed my head about opening something based on the book of Revelation.
Mm-hmm.
And it got put on the back burner. And then a little while later, it comes back to the forefront of my head and you need to do this. So a couple years down the road, a little bit of research later, this is where we're at.
Interesting. I'm wearing this mask because, again, of course, quarantine, but also there's a movie out called The Call, and it got a kind of like a theatrical, so you actually kind of like a producer, director, a writer per se.
I guess I get all those titles with this. I wrote the whole script. Now, in the course of our research, we went out to Atlanta, Georgia, because they got like 4 of them that do the same thing we're doing within a half-hour radius of there. And so there's parts of my script that are borrowed from some of the things that they're doing out there, but I wrote the whole script. I designed the whole haunted house, did probably 70% of the construction out there. Luckily, my mother-in-law's fiance was a big help, and he came out and helped us with a lot of that. And then my father-in-law helped us with a bunch of stuff. So I did have some help with the construction area, but all the props were my ideas.
Great. So how long you been doing this?
This will be our first year open. I had 2 years experience with owning the other haunted house, and then several years in high school just being a volunteer. But
how long you been open?
Let's see. We opened October 3rd. We were supposed to open on the 2nd. We were a little behind on setup and stuff, so we ended up delaying opening day 1 day.
Okay. So far so good?
Yeah. I'm really liking the volunteer crew that we got. They've been really flexible. We've had some days where certain people can't make it, so people are jumping over to other parts and learning them really quick, and they've been great. They've all been excited to kind of tweak their own parts and, just add and subtract as needed to make the show the best it can be. So I'm really excited about the crew that we got.
Cool. So it's like a enigma, kind of just performing and performing, changing and performing and that flavor for the crowd. Now you said about how many scenes?
Let me count it up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5 in the first building, and then kind of 2 outside. Another 8 in the second building. So that's like 15 scenes.
Man, you got a lot of actors. You got a lot of volunteers.
Some of them go through several of the scenes. So some of them are traveling with you. Some of them are just certain scenes. But we figured out we need about 12 people to pull it off.
Okay. Are you looking for more volunteers, or are you looking for anyone that's interested in getting into the haunted house business?
I can never have enough people. I've always got places where I can throw extra people. Having backups to some of our key roles would be awesome right now. You know, just with COVID and stuff, you don't know what's going to happen with people. You know, if somebody says that they've been exposed to something, I'm telling them to stay home.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to have them come out. I'm not taking any chances there. So yeah, more people would be great. So then I got backups. I've got places I can put them. If anybody's interested in like makeup or behind the scenes stuff, I can use them.
Okay. So those that need to build their resume up, this is a great opportunity to build your resume up.
Absolutely.
Great opportunity to build your resume up. If you always wanted to scare people, if you're a jokester, now you can do it legitimately.
Absolutely.
And it adds a little flair to it too. So Fred, how do they get in contact with you?
The best way is through our Facebook. Believe it's Hwy2Hell on Facebook. And then you can also check us out on our website. We have a volunteer form you can fill out on our website. Just click the menu and go to volunteers. And there's a form you can fill out there that messages by email. And then we can get in contact with you by email or phone, text, however, from there.
Great. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. We talked to my man Fred, the owner of Hwy2Hell. They're right off I29 Exit 10, right off Highway 2. You can't miss them. All you gotta do is Google them. Everybody do the artificial intelligence. Yeah, they got the smartphones. Fred's been in the business, man. This is a very unique haunted house where it's actually a theater too. So I can't imagine what the experience would be. So you got to go see it for yourself. You have to go see it for yourself.
Yep. I29 Exit 10. Take a left. About 5 minutes down the road.
So yeah, concessions out there. Is it?
Not yet. We're working on that part, but we do online ticketing. So if you want a set time, hit up our online ticketing. You can reserve a specific time for yourself. That way you're not waiting in any lines to get tickets. You're not waiting in line to get in. You know when you're going to get in. Otherwise, we do ticketing on site, cash or credit card. So
okay, and then it shows every 15 minutes.
We're at every 30 minutes.
Okay.
If we get busy enough where we need to slide in some 15-minute slots, we'll do so.
Okay,
but
so every 30 minutes. So great. So get a chance to mingle. Get a chance to fellowship, but also get a chance to have a different experience in this haunted house.
When I leave here, I'm going to go home and put in a fire pit. So
okay, all right,
more chance to mingle with people.
Cool. Give us that location again, and the contact information. Let people know if they want to volunteer to beef up their resume.
Best bet is
and what areas that you need volunteers again.
We always need more actors. You can never have too many actors. Like I said, I love the crew that we got, but you can never have too many. Mm-hmm. We could use another makeup person. So if anybody's interested in doing makeup, we could use a person doing that. If somebody's interested in behind the scenes work, helping to make sure all the lights are running right, the fog machines are running right. You want help with, if you just want to help out with parking, helping direct parking, we can use those people. So pretty much whatever you want to do, we can find a place to put you.
Okay.
And we'd love to have you out there. Find us. Best bet is use the website, www.hwy2hell. That's HWY, the number 2 hell -Iowa spelled out.com. And like I said, there's a volunteers tab. Click on that, fill out the form. Mm-hmm. That'll come to our email. And we're pretty quick at responding to people on that. So
great, man. I appreciate you coming up. Was there anything else that we didn't discuss that we want to make sure you get across this evening?
I can't think of anything at the moment. Just
come out.
Come out with an open mind. and ready to have fun. We're good for, I mean, any age can come through. We recommend 10 and up just so that they can understand the storyline a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
But last weekend we had a little girl that was 4 years old come through, and her parents thought that it was great that we had something that she could go to. So
okay, yeah. So it's relatable.
Yeah.
Now, that was my. You open Fridays and Saturday nights only?
Yep. Oh, we will be open the Sunday before Halloween, and right now we're debating on doing the Sunday right after Halloween, since Halloween's on a Saturday.
Okay.
So pay attention to our Facebook for that announcement on whether we're going to do that last Sunday or not.
Okay. Yes. This is okay. Cool. Because
Yep.
this has got a spiritual twist to it.
And then don't get it twisted. Just because it's Christian doesn't mean it's tame. We don't do strobe lights, and we don't do any like startle scares, because I've talked to a lot of people in the past that are subject to seizures from that sort of thing. So we're like, we want to make it available to more people. So we did away with those things so they can come out, but we definitely use the storyline to add a definite creepy factor. We've worked hard on some of our props to entertain and give you a little thrill there. So
okay, great.
Don't misjudge us just because it's Christian.
Now, what is the donation? This is Christian. What's the donation to participate?
So the tickets are $12 a piece. If you do the online ticketing, or if you do credit card, there's the credit card use ticketing fees, that sort of thing there. So then it comes out to around $13 after everything, and then at the end of the year we do plan to donate 10% of what we take in back to the community in some fashion. So
great.
That was one of our main goals for doing this, was to be able to give back to the community. So
great. Well, Fred, we appreciate you coming down. I know you just getting off work, and so I know this is your side hustle. You're moonlighting, but obviously you like to see other people entertained.
Yeah.
So I know you love to probably see the smiles and the expression of for those that experience what you have envisioned. So again, make sure you give Fred a call if you have interest of volunteering. You need actors, makeup artists, maintenance people, labor people. Just come out, and he can find something for you to do for real.
For sure.
Fred, where's that address? How do they get to you again, Fred?
Take I-29 south, hit exit 10, take a left, and then we're about 5-6 minutes up the road. Okay. And we'll be right on the left-hand side of the road. We'll have the driveway lit up for you, so you'll know us when you see us. Without a doubt.
We appreciate you, Fred, coming down. Hopefully, maybe we'll be able to give away some tickets, maybe. So stay tuned during this week, during the next week, maybe tomorrow. I'll surprise y'all, without a doubt. Create some family memories. This is an opportunity where you can create some family memories, without a doubt.
Yep.
Fred, I appreciate you coming down again.
Thanks for having me.
Omaha, Nebraska. We do got another guest coming up. We're going to go to a musical break real quick, and I'll be right back with you. All right? Boss with us.
You already know.
King the Dreamer on the beat.
It's your boy Kosha, man. Let's try the 10 shit. Walk low, my walk low. Come on. Challenge be walk low. Walk low. Walk low. Walk low. Challenge be walk low. Walk low. Walk low. Walk low. Challenge be walk low. Walk low. Walk low. Walk low. Challenge be walk low. Walk low. Walk low. Don't mind nobody. When you spend your money. Don't mind nobody. When you buy Bugatti. Don't mind nobody. When you spend your money. Don't mind nobody. When you buy Bugatti. Anything you do, people better talk. When I listen to them and I wish you luck. Hustle every day, wanna see the top. And again, gotta love it, they gotta talk it. Whether you good or bad, people always gotta talk it. nothing about it. Man, don't even try to change that. Tell him they walk low. Walk low. Tell him they walk low. Walk away. Tell him they walk low. Walk low. Tell him they walk low. Walk away. Don't mind nobody. When you spend your money. Don't mind nobody. When you buy Bugatti. Don't mind nobody. When you spend your money. Don't mind nobody. When you buy Bugatti. Feel the cola yare. Yamo when the panya ware. But mine I made it go. Tell them they walk low. Feel the cola yare. Yamo the panya ware. Le Facebook at yare. Tell them but mine I made it go. Could I be walling my man? What to be walling my man? If I say a cliche, walk low, my walk low. Walk low, my walk low. Many years ago. Don't go ask me, let my man. Look at my wardrobe. I love the color Kwame. Les Calacota. Petit va comme plein de les poser, ni à dos serré. I love the color Kwame. Les Calacota. Petit va comme plein de les poser, ni à dos serré. The moon they walk low. They walk low. The moon they walk low. They walk low. The moon they walk low. They walk low. Tell me they walk low. They walk low. Don't mind nobody. When you spend your money. Don't mind nobody. When you buy Bugatti. Don't mind nobody. When you spend your money. Don't mind nobody. When you buy Bugatti. Hey. Ha. Hey. Ha. DJ Larry Papa. Macron Music. Marila Rosa. DJ Woo. Hey. Ha. Hey. Ha.
King the dreamer. On the beat.
I know you've been through it, but look how strong you are, now you went through it. If I added to your pain, I never meant to do it. Just can't let you be that flower that the rain ruined. Gotta tell the pain to fuck off, flex on them and brush off. Take the chips and duck off, success gon' be enough talk. We can't let the past manipulate the future. I know it's hard to see the real when you ain't used to it. Girl, I understand, I understand. Girl, I understand, I swear I understand. I understand cause I'm hurt too. Just know every time you're hurting, girl, I'm hurting with you. We got twin pain, twin pain, twin pain, twin pain. We gon' turn these problems into champagne, twin pain. I swear we got twin pains. I swear we got twin pains. But baby, we gon' turn these problems into champagne, twin pain. Baby, here's a pencil for them issues, girl, that's right on it. Girl, that front don't fit you, let your smile drive by on it. I know that you curve a lot, but you let me in, I done stirred the pot. I know that my words sound a little bit familiar. To fill you with that fake, he had to feed you with some real shit. Tell me when you let that hate keep you from some realness. That love hit harder when you feel this. Girl, we've been through things that not everyone can deal with. Girl, I understand, I understand. Girl, I understand, I swear I understand. I understand cause I'm hurt too. Just know every time you're hurting, girl, I'm hurting with you. We got twin pain, twin pain, twin pain. We gon' turn these problems into champagne, twin pain. I swear we got twin pains. I swear we got twin pains. But baby, we gon' turn these problems into champagne, twin pain. We gon' be alright, baby. Just trust me. She gon' be straight. I'm around with you. All the way.
All right. That was my man Twin Pains. You know, sometimes guys cry too. We cry. No, we cry. Pat, don't we cry? Don't guys cry?
I've heard the rumor.
Yeah, I think I heard a rumor too. Guys do cry. Omaha, Nebraska. We want to say shouts out to my man Fred for coming down from Hwy2Hell Haunted House. He got a theatrical haunted house with a Christian touch to it. Oh yes, about the revelation. I'm looking forward to going and seeing that. You know, from a traditional. You know, and I believe we're in the last days. Gambling is part of that too. You know what I mean? You know,
Amen.
gambling is part of the last day. I don't think God wants us to gamble. You know, gamble our hard-earned money. You know what I mean? So, you know, I was a proponent. But we have a young lady here that, as well as the Jet, is leading an initiative to bring awareness that's what's on the ballot and in regards to gambling, what it does to community, what it does to families. Do you guys know? You know, I like going out to Vegas, but I don't gamble. So I like the atmosphere and like the you know, showmanships, but I don't gamble. You know why?
Because you're smart.
Yes, and you're set up to lose.
Yes. The
Yes.
house never loses.
Yes, and so why do we think we the one can beat the house? Why is that? And so people get caught up in that cycle. Once they maybe get a little wind, and they get caught up in that cycle, perpetual playing, and then they might get a little more wind, but all they're doing is winning back what they've lost. So you never get ahead. You never get ahead. And so I'm talking from experience. My mom used to gamble. Used to go to ex-Arbin. I remember sitting in the car. Me and my nieces and nephews. Back in the day, you could leave your kids in the car. And we used to park in the infield, and the horses used to run around the cars. So we should watch the horses like our parents and stuff like that. But at the same time, I seen the effects of, you know, when my mama lost too, and also I see the effects when she won. And so I felt that, well, I'd rather not feel either. And so I did not choose to participate. I don't do that. What's that parlay that most of y'all do in the community, betting on football, basketball games. And so gambling goes across the realm. And so we got a representative that's just leading this initiative. And she was here before. I wanted to bring her back because they have an event this weekend, right?
We have a press conference today.
Yeah. Okay. So Omaha, I want to introduce Pat. Pat, pronounce your last name.
Lunger like plunger.
Lunger. She's the executive director of gambling. Also, gambling with Nebraska. No gambling. What's that?
Gambling with the Good Life.
Oh, gambling with the Good Life, but protecting Nebraska families against expanding gambling since 1995. Gambling with the Good Life. So why did you come with that name? Gambling with the Good Life.
You know, I guess if we knew that we were going to be
gambling with the Good Life, because that's our motto. Oh, I got it.
You got it. Although I think we would have come up with a better one if we had thought we were going to be around for 25 years.
Right.
We thought in 1995 it was just one time. One of the senators that was concerned about it called me up and said, you know, this is only 3 months. If you just come down and testify, we'll, you know, get rid of this thing. 25 years later, we're still fighting it.
You're still fighting it? Well,
they never give up.
Well, you know, everybody going over to Iowa. But so far you've been winning though, right?
25 years.
25. You 25-0.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So you're trying to be 26-0, right?
Oh yes, this is a big one. This is a really big one.
Enlighten us, educate us a little bit more. What's going on?
Well, there's 3 petitions on the ballot. All of them, all 3 of them, are paid for. Up $6 million. The Ho-Chunk tribe has put up to pass this, and 429 on the ballot is a constitutional amendment,
Okay.
and it'll change our constitution and allow unlimited casino gambling, including sports betting and internet gambling, all over the state.
Okay.
And they put it up,
Uh-huh.
hiding behind the horse track, saying, "Oh, it's just going to be at the existing horse tracks."
Mhm.
But they didn't put up $6 million because they like horses. They put up the $6 million because they knew the minute we change our constitution that the Indians can have unlimited casinos all over the state.
Okay.
So we're trying to encourage people to learn the truth about this. Once we change that constitution, we can never go back. And
Right.
it's going to affect our families, our community, crime, embezzlements, all the negative things that comes with a vice, which gambling used to be called a vice,
Uh-huh.
just like alcoholism or drug addiction. And now they call it gaming. And suddenly it's legitimate and, part of our makeup.
Right.
But Nebraska has been just fine without casinos all over the state. And we're just hoping and praying that the voters will see that and vote no on 429, 430, and 431.
So each initiative is what, something different, or
Yeah. 429 is the big one. That's the constitutional amendment. It's kind of like the head of the snake.
Okay.
And then 430, it sets up a 7-member unelected panel that's going to control all the gambling all over the state. And 431 is the one where they divide the loot. And of course, the owners are going to get the majority. A small percentage is going to go for property tax relief. Our formula says it's about $30 a year.
Uh-huh.
And the costs for taxpayers are going to skyrocket because of the social costs. You're going to have more crime, more addiction, more divorces, all of the negative things that come with any addiction.
Man. So 25 and 0. This is a big one because, like I said, it's going to change the Constitution.
Yes.
And
we've never been up against $6 million.
Okay.
So they spent $3 million to get the signatures, and they had to hire out-of-state college kids to come in and carry those petitions and collect the signatures. And many times they were lying, saying, "Here, sign here for property tax relief." That wasn't true at all. You're signing to change the Constitution for casinos. And they said they've already put in the $3 million, and they said we'll probably do $3 more million in advertising.
Man. So,
But we got great people. We've got Tom Osborne, Johnny Rogers. We've got the governor. In fact, all the governors, Hayor and all past governors that have studied this. And even Warren Buffett has come out to be anti-gambling. And anyone that has really studied the issue can see that this is going to hurt families and hurt communities.
Right. Now, have you guys been on the forefront for
25 years?
So every initiative you guys have always put up some type of defense to stop it.
Yeah, we're down in the legislature. We're just grassroots. It's usually me standing at the glass and 5 or 10 lobbyists for the casinos behind me. But God, it's been a miracle every year. The odds have been against us, and we've won. No expanded gambling in 25 years.
Well, what motivated you? What's driven you for these 25 years?
I was a stay-at-home mom with 5 kids in 1995 when I was approached by my senator at that time, and it was his first year down there too. Mm-hmm. And he said the thing that bothered him the most was that the Las Vegas lobbyists came in and they proposed to the legislature to change the Constitution. Okay. He said it almost passed, but he said the thing that bothered him the most, there was no one there who spoke against it.
Right.
And so he said to me, if you'll get a few people together, come down and testify. He said, I don't think we stand the snowball's chance, and you know what? But he said, at least we got to give it a shot. Mm-hmm. That's November. They're going to reconvene in January. We went down, a few friends, and we testified. And the senator said that he would pay for a mailing to go to every church in the state of Nebraska, telling them what was happening. So we got the mailing out, and suddenly emails and the pastors and the churches started calling into their senators. When they voted on it in in February, we beat them 35-9, I think it was.
Okay.
It was a huge win. And I thought, well, this was great. You know, I did my duty and I can go back and raise my 5 kids. And they never quit. They decided if they couldn't get it through the legislature, they'd get the signatures and put it on the ballot. And they ran a campaign to get the signatures. We challenged the signatures because there was so much fraud.
Mm-hmm.
And we kept them off the ballot in 96. And they've come back every year since then.
Okay. So every year they have seceded. There is a casino right over here in.
Now that's in Iowa.
Okay.
Not in Nebraska.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is
And
in Carter Lake.
and there's a lawsuit against that because that was it's illegal, but it's working its way through the courts.
Okay. I know that's been a long battle.
Yeah, the Ponkas bought that land, and they bought 5 acres, and Ponca is a very tiny little tribe, and the majority of them are in South Omaha. They bought the 5 acres of land, and they said, we want to put this in trust for a clinic. Well, red flags went off. Why would you put a clinic in Carter Lake when your population is in South Omaha?
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, the minute they got the land put in trust, they came back and said, we've changed our mind. It's a casino.
Mm-hmm.
So Iowa, Council Bluffs, and Nebraska sued, and we won that case that they had lied when they filed for the trust. And it was in court for a long time. And then they found a judge that reversed it. Now we're back in court again. Meanwhile, they're up and running.
So why would Iowa sue them? And Iowa got casinos over there.
I know.
Well, they trying to keep all the money?
Really, they're not getting. Council Bluffs has raised their taxes 4 times since they went in.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were promised that they'd never have to pay a cent for education. That was one of the lies that they told them, and that's not true at all.
Oh, well.
In the early 90s, when Nevada went into Iowa,
Mm-hmm.
they're not protected by Constitution like Nebraska is. You know, we have to have a vote of the people.
Mm-hmm.
So Iowa's not. So all they had to do was convince the legislature and convince the governor, which they did. And they said, just give us 2 riverboats. We're just going to cruise up and down the Missouri. We're going to have a $5 limit, loss, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The minute they got that in, they went back and started changing the law little by little. Today, there's no riverboat casinos. There's 21 land-based casinos in Iowa.
Oh, so all the boats are
No more boats. They're gone.
Man.
Yeah. No, they wanted the land-based, but that's how they came in.
They came in through the water.
That's right. That's right. And
yeah.
and that's what they'll do here. They'll say, "Oh, we're just going to have it at the racetracks," but that won't be the case. It'll be all over the state when they're done.
All right. So if you guys had those that are gamblers and they're taken from your family, really, and so if you're dealing with that, is there a helpline that
there is one. In fact, I talked to them just yesterday. There is I don't know it off the top of my head. They had 500 cases last year, but they said that's just the tip of the iceberg, and that's in Nebraska without even have casinos. So you can imagine how their addiction rate will jump up. It's a very difficult addiction to break. And when people think that they're sitting at the slot machine or whatever, that they're winning, if they do win, they're taking it from their neighbor that's sitting next to them. The house never loses.
Okay.
But this one, Tom Osborne, I think Johnny Rogers, they were particularly upset because this includes sports betting.
Right.
And Tom and Johnny are concerned about the integrity of the games and also the youth getting involved in sports betting on their phones.
Right. So what about, didn't the president implement national gambling?
Oh, Trump had casinos in New Jersey at one time. I don't believe he has them anymore, but that was one part of his business. Were the Trump's casinos.
But I thought sports gambling is legal already.
Well, it has to be done state by state.
Okay.
So it is not legal in Nebraska. It is legal in Iowa.
Okay.
But if they have to cross the border before they can participate right now.
Okay. Yeah. So Iowa is Iowa making money? Because
They got higher taxes than we do.
the taxes went up. Well, I know they used to. We used to go over there and get gasoline because the gasoline was cheaper.
Was that at the Indian casino?
No, in Iowa, just Iowa Council
Oh
Bluffs.
yeah, that's right. I remember.
But like you said, when the casinos came over there, it's changed.
Yeah.
The gas tax over there is higher over in Council Bluffs now. So the gas is about the same.
When people say all the money's going to Iowa, no, all three of those casinos across our river are owned by Las Vegas. So the money is being filtered through Iowa, but it's going to Las Vegas in armored trucks. It's not staying there. They're all owned by Las Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yep. Every one of them.
Man, Vegas cleaning up. Vegas franchising.
They're masters at marketing. If you ever go into a casino, they make the carpeting as ugly as possible in a casino because they want your eyes up. They want your eyes at the level of the machines, and the music you're hearing, the ding ding dings, and all of that is being programmed to affect your brain.
Right.
So they're masters at marketing.
Right. Interesting. So they study y'all.
Yes.
They study y'all. And when I go in casino, you see people with despair on their face. They're just looking like like they just looking like hollow.
They're zombie. They want you in what they call the zone. They want you to sit at that machine, be mesmerized by the twirls and the music and all that. We've seen people that look like they didn't have two pennies to rub together, sitting on a stool playing two machines at one time, because you don't have to pull the handles anymore. All you do is have to push the buttons.
Right.
And they want you in that zone so that there's never a clock in a casino. There's never a window. They don't want you to know what time of day it is, or to look at, oh my goodness, I ought to be home for supper.
Right.
No, they want you in that zone where you're just mesmerized and keep pushing the button.
Interesting, man. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. We're talking to Pat Lunger.
Hey, good job.
Of Gambling with a Good Life. So if you are against gambling, she wants you to vote against these initiatives. What are those initiatives again?
429, 430, and 431.
Those initiatives are going to be on this ballot here in Douglas County for sure. Well, actually, this is statewide.
It's a statewide. It's a constitution. It's huge when you try to change the constitution.
Man. So
it is so sad. And we're up against $6 million trying to get the whole state to realize before they do something that we're going to regret.
Interesting. Pat, is there anything else that we didn't discuss? Anything else that went on? Did you say you had a press conference today or earlier today? That's
one of the things that we do in order to generate publicity and to get the word out. So we had a religious leaders press conference last week, had a businessmen's press conference today. We're having another one in Lincoln. We had a big one when we did the kickoff in the Capitol. And that was on the 5th of October. We had Tom Osborne there. We had Governor Ricketts. We had Kay Orr. We had senators. We had a large crowd there to kick off, to say these are the people who care about Nebraska, who have studied it, who love our families and love our way of life. And we say vote no. And that's had 32,000 hits on it.
Great. All right. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. We're talking to Pat Lunger of Gambling with a Good Life. She's talking about the gambling initiative that's going to be on the current ballot. She encourage you to vote no on those initiatives for 29, 30, and 431.
Correct.
She want to make sure that you guys vote no against bringing gambling to Nebraska. There's been statistics, and statistics don't lie, numbers don't lie, that when you bring gambling into a community, is detrimental to individuals and families. All right. The house always wins. And like Pat says, even though you win, you're taking money from your neighbor, because the house do not lose. It's set up for them to win. So why would you go into an environment like that when you know it's set up for you to lose? Interesting. Human beings.
Amen.
Human beings are very interesting, Pat. Very interesting. So, is there anything that we didn't discuss before we get out of here, Pat?
Well, one of our supporters is owns Cub Foods,
Okay.
and he will usually testify that when those casinos went in across the river, he said he could see his business, that people would come in and buy steaks or meat, and he said they're all buying macaroni and cheese. He could just see the poverty that came because people were going across the river, losing their paychecks or losing a lot of money, and when you lose it causes friction. When the spouse has to come home and say, honey, I just lost a paycheck, we're not making the rent this week, we're not going to keep
Right.
the lights on. And the churches are that's really one of our biggest supporters, and basically every church denomination in the state is supporting us, because at the press conference they said, we are the emergency room. We are where the families come when their lights are getting shut off, when they're going through a divorce, when there's been abuse as a result of anger in the house.
Right.
And they said, we've got enough on our hands. We do not need to increase this. And to put casinos in every community and every town, it's got nothing to do but increase. And that's gonna hurt our good life. It's gonna hurt our families.
Right now. Well, everybody want the money. I tell you, money is the root of all evil. I encourage you to go to Highway to Hell. Oh yeah, go to the haunted house, because they're talking about the last days, and when you have the addiction of gambling, I mean, that's what it causes. It causes so much stress in families, and like I said, when your counterpart or your children are expecting something and then you lost it, gambling over numbers. Oh man. So let's be conscientious of what we're doing. If you have that addiction, please seek help. There is help out here. Pat,
Well, we're so busy trying to prevent it from happening, but we are in touch with them. There is a problem gambling organization in the state, sponsored by the state.
Okay.
But they were telling us today that their load is so high already that they can't even handle it. They don't have enough counselors to deal with what we already have. Okay. And because we have gambling in the state, we've been opposed to expand it. So, there are resources that are available, but it's like any other addiction. It's very, very difficult to break. And you can just imagine if we have casinos and every community and all across the state, how much that addiction rate is going to increase, and all the heartache that it's going to bring to a lot of innocent people, to businesses who are going to be embezzled by their employees, to families that are going to be torn apart. And we don't need that. We just don't need that. So we want to protect the Constitution and vote no on 429 and 430 and 431. Okay, cool, Pat. Well, appreciate you coming down. Advocating not to vote for 429, 430, and 431. Gambling creates harm for families. I've experienced it as a young lad. My mom used to gamble, and so some days she wins, some days she lost. And I prefer, as I grow up, not to go that route. So, and plus, when I try to gamble, you know what I mean? I always lost. I can never win. So I said, I'm not good at this. So I never participated. So I encourage you, if you guys got a problem with gambling, please seek help. There's help out there. There's support groups out there that can get you the right resources to get you help with that addiction. Also, again, remember to vote no on Initiative 429, 430, and 431. We want to make sure that Vegas is not taking our money back to Vegas. Without a doubt. Pat, anything else before we get out of here? No, thank you for having me, because we have to depend on nations like yours to get the truth out, because the lies are being told, and when you tell the lie long enough, people start to believe it.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. We've been dealing with lies all day. We brought Ben Gray in. He said they lied on me. So he came in, talked to all his liars, and then you come in here, talk to all the people lying about gambling. Oh, yeah. We ain't having no lying today, y'all. Today is Love Yourself Thursday. Also, we want to make sure that you guys are, purposeful on loving yourself today and not gambling. Keep your money in your own pocket and invest in something like Sweet Futures. You know what I mean? Which is way better than giving it to Vegas. All right.
Right.
Pat, we appreciate you. You are necessary. Make sure you guys. How can people help you out in your mission?
Well, our website has all the information on it, and it's just our initials, gwtgl.com. Lots of information on there. We have flyers. We have things to distribute to people, and we have postcards, and we're just trying the very best. I'm a 75-year-old grandma, and I run this thing out of my bedroom, so you can imagine how hard we're working when we're up against $6 million.
Okay, all right. Well, we appreciate you. You are necessary, and I heard you are the $7 million woman. That's what I heard. So, $7 million, way more than 6. They call me
the grassroots grandma. And I thought, well, that's okay. I can be the grassroots grandma.
Yeah. Heck yeah. We're going to make sure it gets done. Omaha, Nebraska, the burbs, the bluffs. We've been talking to Pat Lunger. She is the executive director of Gambling with the Good Life. She wants you to vote no on Initiative 429, 430, and 431 to bring legalized gambling here in Nebraska, changing the Constitution, and bringing despair to our families. No. She says no. I agree with her. All right. In the meantime, boss with us, y'all. We got our next guest coming up. Oh, yeah. They're going to be talking about sweet futures. Oh, yeah. We like sweet futures. Hopefully, they brought some sweetness with them. But also, this is the 10th year anniversary in business. And, tomorrow is Black Friday. We like to support and advocate you supporting a Black business, getting to know a Black business so we can develop new relationships. This is how we solve the race problem, y'all. It's actually getting to know each other. All right. So they're coming up next. We're going to take a musical break and check out this commercial, y'all. Boss with me.
Woo, that was fun. So what do you do?
Where can you find the hottest videos and music from Omaha? Get to know new and upcoming entertainers, updates on events, and more on what's going on in these Omaha city streets. L402 Radio. That's where. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. Just search L402 Radio Show.
Yeah. Let the bass drop and throw you around. Snatch your cat back, honey, throw them cheeks to the ground. Let the beat rock. That's on your hips. Now you got your dirty whining with some aggressiveness. Let the time stop. But let this song play, cause it's feeling kinda good like a mini escape. Let me live it up. Ain't no stopping me now. I'm too deep in the zone to leave it alone. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw them cheeks to the ground. Throw them cheeks to the ground. Throw them cheeks to the ground. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw them hips to the ground. Throw them hips to the ground now. This is the time to lose your mind. If it feels right, get up. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw your shoulders around. Throw your shoulders around. Throw your shoulders around. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw your knocking around. Throw your knocking around now. Let the ladies rock. cause we're getting it on. And there ain't no way to stop us, cause we're setting the tone. Let the beats pop, cause we're slaying them down. And if you ain't noticed, honey, we like wearing the crown, yeah. Let the people talk, cause we know they like the sound of the way their voices is carrying now. Let it all drop, let it all fall down. We just want one night with no problems around, yeah. This is the time to lose your mind if it feels right. Yeah. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night, and if your grip is tight, won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me? Let the beat down. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Throw your knocking around. Throw your cheeks to the ground. Throw your shoulders around. Throw your shoulders around. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Yeah. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Let the beat drop. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Let the lace rock. Throw your cheeks to the ground. Throw your shoulders around. Let the people talk. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Yeah. This is the time to lose your mind if it feels right. Yeah. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night, and if your grip is tight, this is the time to lose your mind if it feels right. Yeah. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night, and if your grip is tight, you got to want to live it up. You got to want to get on up. You got to want to live it up. You got to want to get on up.
Shouts out to Lejay. Yeah.
I'm doing an interview right now. I have to play it right back. Okay.
I'm asking the caller.
All right, Omaha. We got our next guest coming in before I shut it down tonight. Oh, yeah, they celebrating their 10-year anniversary. Oh, they've been in business. Oh, yeah, you know, tomorrow is Black Friday. We want you guys to be purposeful tomorrow in doing business with a Black-owned business. And since they're celebrating the 10-year anniversary, you might as well go celebrate with someone that's celebrating longevity. Without a doubt, baby. And so you know how these stars are, Omaha, they got their own nouns, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes, and predicates to introduce themselves. He's been around, with doing, the L402 radio show on 1690 AM, the one for about 7 years, the longest running show on 1690 AM, the longest running show. Go ahead and introduce yourself, young man, and then we're going to get right into dialogue. How you doing today?
What up, y'all? This is Doja Boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Oh, well, you know, we got the L for today is October 15th. It is L402 Store's 10th year anniversary. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to say big shout outs to my mom for holding it down, you know what I'm saying, and helping me, you know, from the day of the opening the doors, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Without a doubt, it's a family thing, family affair.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt. So 10 years, did you perceive when you first started?
What does that mean?
The journey of opening a store. Did you perceive?
I mean, like, did I get some money or something?
No, did you perceive that it'll last as long? That you'd be
open? Did I
open?
think it'll last as long?
Yeah. When you first opened up, did you?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, well, I pay my bills, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
As long as I can pay my bills, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, what motivated you to even start a store?
Long time ago, before I had the store, I used to catch Omaha entertainers with their music and their CDs out in the streets. And I used to ride with it, and I used to actually like it. And I was like, man, this is better than a lot of this stuff that I hear already that's out of Omaha.
Yeah, it's commercial.
And so and then I already had like a clothing line called Dorch Boy. I had Dorch Boy clothing line, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody that bought a shirt and supported it. And then like there was other clothing lines out here in Omaha too. It wasn't that many at all. Like I think I was the first to start it, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Anyway, so yeah, but I liked the other clothing lines that was out here. You know what I'm saying? There was authors out here. I wrote a couple of books, but I didn't think I finished it because my laptop kept crashing and I was going through. So anyway, after I sat down and I was really listening to Omaha music and I was really loving it, I was like, man, if I ever get a chance, I want to open up a store and sell Omaha music out of it because I feel like Omaha should hear this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to basically give Omaha entertainers an avenue for their music. You know, shouts out to Logiers because wasn't that Logiers?
Mm-hmm.
She had the music over there.
Oh,
right?
Leola's.
Logiers, where I get that from? But anyway, so yeah, Leola's. Shouts out to Leola's because she had Omaha music, but it was like side. That was her side thing. You know, that was our main thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, you got your business partner.
Oh yeah.
So what you guys are up to now?
Well,
chill.
We have a Sweet Future project going on, and we started up Sweet Future project I know there's been a concept about I say about 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I came probably a few months into the planning, and I just took the idea and ran with it and just kind of helped develop it. And the next thing you know, I got the 501c3, self-filed a lot of the paperwork. I did a lot of research, made a lot of connections. I've worked for a lot of corporations, so I had a lot of friends who were able to help me put this together. And Sweet Future Project, we've officially moved into a new location. We are on 87th and F now, in the Modern Work building. We are in the presence of a lot of other entrepreneurs. Okay. So there are a lot of small businesses, and this Modern Work building is a hidden gem, and there's a nice diverse mixture of businesses. So we have the network ready for the kids.
Okay.
The building offered us a lot of the technology that we needed. So we'll be able to make a smooth transition from virtual programming to actual on-site programming. We have an auditorium there. We have a photo studio. We have a radio station studio. We have really everything that we need to make this program happen for the kids. And it is all happening little by little.
Great. So,
but fast.
Now, you're not ready for kids yet right now.
Actually, we are. We are ready for youth to participate in a few things. So, one, we have the virtual spelling challenge coming up. We are accepting registrations for that right now. Okay. You could go to www.sweetfutureproject.com.
Okay.
And click on the link that says Spelling Challenge 2020. And all the instructions on how to register are right there on our website.
Okay.
So we are ready for kids in there. And then we have a weekly focus group for teens. And so what the focus group does, that is an on-site and sometimes virtual thing. We have a space to where we're able to be socially distanced. We provide all the PPE necessary. We do temp checks and all that stuff.
Okay.
but they'll be discussing like really what they want to see from Sweet Future, like how do kids think they will benefit from the program?
Okay.
Because we want to incorporate the youth into the goals that we have set for them.
Great. How can they get in contact with you?
Visit www.sweetfutureproject.com. All of our contact information is right in the top corner of the website. Our phone number is 402-305-7598. I will let you know that you can leave a message there, but it is probably going to be more efficient to get a hold of me electronically. I'm always on the social media site, the Facebook page, which is Sweet Future Project Inc. And someone will get back to you like almost instantly.
Okay. Great. If you want to get your young people involved in the virtual spelling bee,
Yep.
get one of the flyers. Okay, we'll post one up on make sure you can register. You still got time to register. November 16th is the deadline, and so they're gonna have 4 different rounds. They got prizes, first through third place, and then they got runner-up prizes. So they got five different levels of prizes. Of course, it's virtual, and then it's safe. So elementary grades, 3rd through 5th grade, and then also middle school 6th through 8th graders. And so we want to make sure that you guys participate. We got a lot of kids that like to, show off they words. I not spell this, mama. I not spell this, daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So now we want to make sure they create a platform so they can take their stuff to the national spelling bee. You know what I mean? And so make sure you guys follow up. If you got some young people that's smart out there that like to spell and like to talk, this is the best thing for them. All right. And right now it's virtual. You can go to sweetfutureproject.com. They can get signed up there. Again, what's your phone number again? They can call.
They can call us at 402. I forgot my phone number for a second. 305-7598. So that's 402-305-7598. And they can leave a message and someone will get back to them, either myself or William.
All right. Well, you guys are doing some great work. Still striving, still building, still growing, and still implementing. That's the key. Implementing your dreams.
Right.
10-year anniversary. Now you've moved to another phase from storefront to actually making sure our next generation is put in the best situation as possible. Which is a love thy neighbor move, which is necessary. So if you got a young person that love to spell, they got the 2020 challenge, the 2020 the spelling challenge 2020. You can register at sweetfutureproject.com. There are prizes, cash prizes, gift cards, Amazon gift cards. It's open if you're in elementary, 3rd through 8th graders. So elementary as well as to junior high students are eligible to participate. The deadline for registration is the 11th of November. So you have a month. You got a month to register still. We'll have this down here. We'll remind you guys what's going on to the virtual spelling challenge. What else is going on with you guys? What's going on, Doris boy? You got any store discounts? You got what? $10 annihilators? What? I mean, we got $10 what? I mean, no. What do you got? 10 what?
No, I ain't changing the prices. But if y'all want to, y'all can come drop off and donate $10. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, we actually got something going on that we think that the city might like. Okay. So
tell us more.
This is the fundraiser that got us our 501c3. So we raised we did some candy bags, and my daughter, who is hiding in the background, she's really talented with calligraphy and origami. So she was able to like fold up these cute little bags, and then we did treats, and we had these Sweet Future cookies made. And so we hid little trophies in the bags. And so in some of the bags, those who found trophies were able to get a gift card. And and those who donated still got a nice little bag of treats.
Right.
And so we're doing that again, because again, that was the fundraiser that took us to that first level.
Right.
And so we want to do it again to take us to the next level. We have better candy, better chocolate. We have a $15 donation level, so that's a bigger treat bag, all full of full size, the good chocolate. I mean, not the Milk Duds and Whoppers. I mean, I like those though.
Yeah.
But we
like Snickers.
We got the Snickers, the Reese's, the
Mounds. Sometimes I feel like I'm not. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah, we have all of that good stuff. And so there's a gold coin hidden in a few of those bags, and so it's the same concept, except they get to choose their prize. So we have a lot of really great prizes to give. A $10 donation, they get everybody gets one of these fabulous pens. Everyone who donates.
Okay.
It's our deluxe Sweet Future pen with our website. So you'll always have our website at your fingertips and can stay up to date. $10 donation, that's our little jar of treats. But if you see winner under your lid, you can also pick a prize. We have a cool raffle for everyone who donates as well. We actually have a signed autograph book from a former NFL player and Heisman Trophy recipient. That would be Ricky Simmons.
Shouts out to Ricky.
We have 2 of the books that he wrote. One is a journal on redeeming yourself and documenting every day, the things the steps that you're taking to get better. And then at the end, you go back and read everything that you wrote and see how far you came from the time that you started. Mm-hmm. So we have that book, and then we have the book that he wrote on that tells his story. So we have that signed and autographed by him. And you're going to see a lot of him involved in Sweet Future, and we are thankful for his contribution and all of that. And we got single candy bars for $1.50. Everybody gets a Sweet Future pen, and you all get a chance to win a bigger prize. So
okay, great.
We also have these flyers as well to drop off to you.
All right. Well, cool.
And all of this information is posted in high definition color at Sweet Future Project Inc. Make sure y'all go and like the page, share our posts. We don't know that a lot of people see our posts on Facebook as much as they do anywhere else, because whereas our other areas are monetized on behalf of the nonprofit, Facebook is not. So not everyone who subscribes to our posts gets to see them.
Right.
So check back with us often, you guys.
So share the information. All right. Well, we appreciate you. Anything else going on with the store? You doing like customer appreciation this weekend, or you doing what you doing this weekend?
Let me see. On the 25th.
Or did you have a community handshake or something?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm about to say. On the 25th, I believe they want to have like a get together or a party or something, barbecue. Hopefully it ain't too cold out. And I'm saying, I heard about it. If you ain't ignoring it, come down there on the 25th. You know what I'm saying? Show some love. Maybe we can figure out something to the point where we can get the music back flowing, and probably even get entertainers to come back and start performing again, because people still ask me about that right now today.
Right.
For real. It's crazy. So
all right. Okay, good. Sweet for Sweet Future. It's a fundraiser time. $15 donation. All the way down to $10. Well, $1.50 donation. So you get all the top candy. You might as well. It's Halloween, y'all. So
yeah, Halloween.
You might as well go for a good cause. Also, you got a chance to win. For giving. Make sure again you go to sweetfuturesproject.com to hear more about this current fundraiser. And then the fundraiser, you actually get some candies and stuff like that. And fellas or young ladies, you can give it out as a gift. You know what I mean?
For y'all that don't know, L402 stands for Love for Omaha 2. Yeah.
Without a doubt. So where your store located at again, brother?
We up on 62nd and Ames. We right underneath
Jackson Takeout.
Jackson's Takeout. Yeah. Now, shouts out to them.
What's your hours?
We was 10 to 10, but recently we got robbed, and My mom switched the hours to 8 in the morning till 8 p.m.
Okay.
So she leaving a little early.
Yeah,
now.
daylight saving time. Daylight saving
Yeah.
time. You know, everybody else is closing around at 7 to 8 o'clock. You know, all the major stores and stuff. So I think that's good. That's wise.
My auntie asked why am I on here now? Why are you on now? I'm on here to let everybody know that we got the today is the L402's store 10th year anniversary, and we also wanted to let everybody know about the update for Sweet Future. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all coming down. Anything that we didn't discuss that we want to get across before you guys get out of here?
Just a few things. Just look out for our virtual grand opening. We had a lot of stuff planned to be in person, but because of the uprising and the cases and the the people passing away from the virus, we want to make sure that we keep everybody safe. But we will have a virtual grand opening. We will do our ribbon cutting and give you guys a nice tour of the building, of the new space, and where we will be offering certain programming once we can come back together. So look out for that. Look out for the launching of the children who will be doing their own internet radio station. We're just starting them on an internet platform just so they can get used to wanting to be in the media. And so these are for the younger kids. I know you got your Boss Team show, and we want to make sure we send everybody. We're just collaborating effectively and uplifting the kids who want to be in media some way, somehow. I'm a former photographer. I was a photographer. That was the first thing that I did out of school. So photography and web design was like my first job. So I'll be actually offering some workshops, some photography workshops. So look out for that stuff. And yeah, we just have a lot going on. Y'all just go to the page, check us out. We are extremely happy. We're all moved in and settled in. And we're still at the Kumani Center as well. So we are not too far out of reach.
Shouts out to Willie Hamilton. The L402 radio show is every Saturday from 6 to 8. You know what I'm saying? Right here with William Kings. You know what I'm saying? So in March, I think it's March, is my 8th year anniversary for that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going on strong with that. And the topic for this Saturday, the topic is shootings in Omaha. So, we're going to talk about who fault is it? Is it the young cats? Is it the parents? Is it the our system? How can we fix it? Is there any way we can go around this? And, we just chop it up, try to, figure out what can we do to stop a lot of this ignorant stuff.
Right now.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are necessary. Make sure you guys support the L402 store. Again, it's 67th and Ames. 62nd and Ames, right below Jackson Takeout.
Shouts out to Jackson.
Make sure tomorrow's Black Friday, so it'll be a good time to stop by and support a Black business. Without a doubt. Make sure you guys go to sweetfuturesproject.com to participate in a current fundraiser. You can get some candy and all that stuff to enjoy. But also the money is going back to train young people in a discipline of media. And so we can never have too many outlets where we could train young people in media. All right. So you guys are necessary. What's the phone number again? Do you guys that you guys want to give out just in case they can't get to it on the web?
It's 402-305-7589. And yeah.
We got a couple people on Facebook saying thank you for the information, and
join the like
sign
page.
Those kids, sign those kiddos
respond.
up so they can win some pocket change for the holidays.
Show some love on the like page, and make sure y'all join the L402 store like page and L402 radio show like page and Sweet Future 2020 like page.
Also, Relly Man said, "What's up?"
What up,
hey, Relly?
Miss Johnson said, Miss Buster Johnson said, "Happy anniversary."
Yeah, thanks.
Let's see what anybody else any
shouts out to everybody that stopped by the store and you know what I'm saying, support. Y'all don't have to, so I appreciate everybody that do. Big facts.
All right.
I'm doing right with the money. I'm paying them bills.
All right. Without a doubt, Omaha, Nebraska, we out of here. It's been a long day for myself. I've been here since 12-hour day. Been here since 14 hours. I got back here about 5 something, I think.
Jeez.
So yeah, been a long day today. Omaha, Nebraska, we out of here. The Burbs, the Bluffs. Go ahead. Anything else?
I quickly want to say, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to William Kings for having us sit down here this late. Sorry about my phone keep on doing it. I don't know what's that about. But shouts out to Vi, you know what I'm saying? For just slingshotting Sweet Future on a beautiful note. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my mom. You know, I love you. You've been holding me down since day one. So you know what I'm saying? And shouts out to everybody else out there that show a lot of love. Speak up a little more, you know what I'm saying? A lot more, you know, but we about to do a lot more too, so y'all can, you know, talk a lot more. So you know what I'm saying? Wow. Anyway, peace out, God bless. Catch y'all Saturday if you watch the show, you know what I'm saying? Other than that,
Vi, you got anything else to say?
Everything he said, plus a little love for everyone else. Like, shout out to all my family. We've been through a lot. We've been through a whole lot this year. Shout out to the Relaford family and the Stapleton family. Those are my people. And we recently lost Jason Relaford. I want everybody to drive safely. If there's anything I can tell you guys, please drive safely out here. There's a lot of people road raging right now, a lot of distracted drivers on the road. And I say that in honor of my brother, Jason, who I just lost on August 29th to a car accident. So please make sure that y'all are buckling up and that you're minding the rules of the road. And let's be a little more loving and patient to each other out there.
Without a doubt. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. You know, take care of yourself out there. Without a doubt, man. Today is the 15th. Today is actually Love Yourself Thursday. Do something intentional today that proves that you love yourself. Boss with us.
Peace out, y'all. God bless.
It's just a public service announcement.
Are you tired of hearing about the coronavirus? Well, it's real.
I'm telling you, it's real. Now, here's what I want you all to do for me. Check this out, man.
Don't panic. If you're sick, stay home.
Stay away from me. It's contagious.
Stay at least 6 feet away from others.
The most dangerous disease.
Coronavirus. Wash your hands frequently and practice good hygiene.
Show these people what time it is, boy.
We can stop the spread of the virus.
Coronavirus. Cover your mouth. Say it.
So stay home, stop the spread, save lives. Most importantly, let's check on our elderly.
Word up, you ain't going out like that.
We're here to keep you informed.
Coronavirus! Just get it real! Don't believe the hype.
In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.
Don't believe the hype.
I'm LaVon Stennis Williams. I voted Democrat my entire life, but come November, I'll be voting for my first Republican, Don Bacon. If you look at his record, you'll see he cares. From ushering in legislation for criminal justice reform to bringing in $25 million for low-income housing and the opportunity zones. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And Don Bacon has shown he cares for everyone. Don Bacon is the ally we need in Congress.
I am Don Bacon, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Don Bacon for Congress. Are you a business person fed up with working for someone else? Are you in sales and tired of traveling for and selling for a company you don't own? You could partner with iTex, the country's largest retail trade exchange. iTex helps individuals and businesses increase sales, move idle inventory, open new markets, and build cash profit. Now is a great time to partner with us in this fast-growing business. Visit omaha.itex.com. Become an iTex partner. Visit omaha.itex.com.
It's just a public service announcement.
Are you tired of hearing about the coronavirus? Well, it's real.
I'm telling you, it's real. Now, here's what I want you all to do for me. Check this out, man.
Don't panic. If you're sick, stay home.
Stay away from me. It's contagious.
Stay at least 6 feet away from others.
The most dangerous disease. Coronavirus.
Wash your hands frequently and practice good hygiene.
Show these people what time it is, boy.
We can stop the spread of the virus.
Coronavirus. Cover your mouth. Say it. You're contagious.
So stay home, stop the spread, save lives. Most importantly, let's check on our elderly.
Word up, you ain't going out like that.
We're here to keep you informed.
Coronavirus. Just get it real.
In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.
I'm Hwy2Hell Williams. I voted Democrat my entire life, but come November, I'll be voting for my first Republican, Don Bacon. If you look at his record, you'll see he cares. From ushering in legislation for criminal justice reform to bringing in $25 million for low-income housing and the opportunity zones. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And Don Bacon has shown he cares for everyone. Don Bacon is the ally we need in Congress.
I am Don Bacon, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Don Bacon for Congress.
Are you a business person fed up with working for someone else? Are you in sales and tired of traveling for and selling for a company you don't own? You could partner with iTex, the country's largest retail trade exchange. iTex helps individuals and businesses increase sales, move idle inventory, open new markets, and build cash profit. Now is a great time to partner with us in this fast-growing business. Visit omaha.itex.com. Become an iTex partner. Visit omaha.itex.com.
You know I'm better in Miami than my baby. She know I am falling just like McGrady. I'm trying to give her the keys to that Mercedes. I take her over the seas because I'm wavy. And we not really in love, but we go crazy. Shorty, I can't blame you, you can't blame me. Shorty, I can't play you, you can't play me. Cause you do your thing, so I do my thing. 3. Any way that you put it, look, it's the same thing. I'm wavy, I done pulled up in the city. Pockets so young and rich, let it hate me. I'm a young rich, can't believe I made it. Man, I came from Crafton to E and KD. Sleeping on the floor mats in the basement. Life hit me hard and I had to face it. I can never tell you what them days did. It was with it through the time I wasted. Smoked up, drinked up, I was wasted. Fame on the way and I can nearly taste it. They left me for dead, I can never rate it. Hit the block with me, they did. I just came from the bottom and it's back to basics. Shorty held me down now when I'm famous. I just wanna ball hard, I know where my lane is. Feeling sedated, you got me waiting, shorty. You know you're fine, and yeah, you know you remind me of a bad little baby. Touching and tasting when I get you alone. I said, take us, I'll get spawning, baby, you don't know how.
Before I made it out the gutter, I was dreaming. Before I made it out the gutter, I was dreaming. You know she my baby. Thought you knew that. Met her in Miami, walking out a finger licking. Half innocent, half video vixen. Low mileage, she want commitment. I don't know too much about love. Hey, I'm from Memphis, where your girlfriend and your friend are witness and co-defendant. Big fact. Crazy, the world that we live in. Snitches still living while real get sentenced. Before I made it out the gutter, I was dreaming. They left me for dead, I point out the hating. Fast forward things, blues busting out the jean. I bet on myself first, now I'm all in. Bet on me. Will you beat my B-A-B-Y? All them man, and I see why. I was switching planes, man, lanes of the G5. Good in any hood, from the south to the east side.